Long ago, the world was very different from today. People multiplied across the earth, building cities and creating communities. But as time passed, something changed in the hearts of many. Violence spread, lies became common, and people forgot about living with kindness and respect for God and one another. The world grew darker with selfishness and cruelty. God looked at the earth and saw the pain people were causing. Yet among the crowds lived one man who chose a different path. His name was Noah. Noah was known for his integrity, his honesty, and his strong faith. While others followed corruption, Noah walked faithfully with God. One day, God spoke to Noah with a serious message. God explained that the earth had become filled with wickedness, and a great flood would come to cleanse it. But God also had a plan to preserve life and give the world a fresh beginning. Noah was chosen for an extraordinary mission. He was to build a massive ark, a giant ship, that would protect his family and pairs of animals during the coming flood. The instructions were precise. The ark had to be enormous, made from strong wood and sealed carefully. It would have many rooms and multiple levels to hold animals, supplies, and Noah's family. Though Noah had never seen such a flood before, he trusted God completely and began building. As the ark slowly took shape, people around Noah watched in confusion and disbelief. Some laughed and mocked him, unable to understand why he was building such a huge vessel on dry land. But Noah continued his work day after day, year after year, guided by faith rather than the opinions of others. When the ark was finally complete, God told Noah it was time to gather the animals. Pairs of creatures came from every direction, birds flying overhead, animals walking across fields, and creeping things moving along the ground. Noah and his family helped guide them safely into the ark. Food and supplies were carefully stored inside. At last the day arrived. Dark clouds filled the sky, and the air felt heavy with anticipation. Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives entered the ark. When everyone and every animal were safely inside, the door was shut. Then the rain began. At first it was a steady drizzle, but soon it grew into a powerful storm. Rain poured from the heavens, and water burst from beneath the earth. Rivers overflowed, and valleys filled. The ground disappeared under rising waters. For 40 days and 40 nights the rain did not stop. The ark lifted from the ground and floated upon the waters. Inside, Noah and his family cared for the animals, sharing food and maintaining order despite the endless sound of rain outside. The world they once knew vanished beneath the waves. Mountains disappeared under water, and the flood covered the entire earth. Yet the ark remained safe, carried gently by the currents. Though the storm raged outside, those inside trusted that God was watching over them. Eventually the rain stopped. The sky began to clear, and the waters slowly started to recede. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months as the ark drifted across the vast waters. After some time the ark came to rest upon a mountain. Noah waited patiently, watching for signs that the earth was becoming dry again. He sent out a raven, then later a dove, to search for land. At first the dove returned with no place to rest, but one day it came back carrying a fresh olive leaf, a sign that new life was beginning to grow. Finally, the dove did not return at all, showing that the land was ready. God told Noah it was time to leave the ark. One by one, the animals stepped onto dry ground. Birds flew into the open sky, and creatures scattered across the earth to begin life anew. Noah and his family stepped out onto a world washed clean. In gratitude, Noah built an altar and gave thanks to God for protection and a new beginning. God made a promise that never again would a flood destroy all life on earth. As a sign of this promise, a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky, a reminder of hope, mercy, and God's faithfulness. And so life began again. The story of the great flood became a powerful lesson passed down through generations, a reminder that even in times of darkness, faith, obedience, and hope can lead to new beginnings.